Namo Parvati Pate Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Sachidananda Guru Om Om Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Jaya Guru Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Sachidananda Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Om Guru Ananda Guru Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Guru Om Mukhananda Sadguru Om Guru Ananda Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Om Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Om Sadguru Om Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Sachidananda Guru Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Om Sachidananda Guru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Om Guru हर 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 महादेव। नमः स्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादा शिशिरारुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटि युगधारिणे नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे शिष्यसंसारहारिणे भक्तकरेकदेहाय नमस्ते चित्तदात्मने। ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो गुरुभ्यः गुरुपादुकाभ्यो नमः परेभ्यः परपादुकाभ्यः आचार्यसिद्धेश्वरपादुकाभ्यो नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यः। ह्रीङ्कार ह्रीङ्कार रहस्ययुक्ता ह्रीङ्कार गूढार तमः विभूत्या ओंकार मर्म प्रतिपादिनीभ्यः नमो नमस्ते गुरुपादुकाभ्यः। उत्रा निहौत्रा निहवेश्यहोत्रो होमादि सर्व कृतिभासुमन यब्राह्म तद्भो भवितारिणीभ्यः नमो नमस्ते गुरुपादुकाभ्यः। कामादि सर्व व्रजगारुडाभ्यः विवेक वैराग्य निधि प्रदाभ्यः बुधा प्रदाभ्यः धृतमौषधाभ्यः नमो नमस्ते गुरुपादुकाभ्यः। अनंत संसार समुद्रतारा नौकायिताभ्यः स्थिरभक्तिदाभ्यः जड्यभिसंशो शनवारवाभ्यः नमो नमस्ते गुरुपादुकाभ्यः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अस्य श्री गुरु गीता स्तोत्र मंत्रस्य भगवान् सदा शिवर्षिः नानाविधानि छन्दांसि श्री गुरु परमात्मा देवता हम बीजं सह शक्तिक्रम कीलकम श्री गुरु प्रसाद सिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः हंसाभ्यां परिवेष्टपात्रकमले दिव्यजगत्कारणे विश्वोत्कीर्णमनेकदेहनिलये स्वाच्छन्दम् आत्मेच्छया तद्योतं पदशाम्भवं तु चरणं Depan Puragrahinam Pratyakshakshar Vigraham Gurupadam Dhyayadhibum Shashvatam Mama Chatur Vidha Purushartha Siddhyarte Jape Viyogaha Sutta Uvacha Kailas Shikhare Ramye Bhakti Sandhananayakam Pranamya Parvati Bhaktya Shankaram Paryaprichata Tri Devi Uvacha Om Namo Deva Devesha Paratpara Jagat Guru Sadashiva Mahadeva Guru Diksham Prihime Kena Margena Bhoswami Dehi Brahmamayo Bhave Samkrapam Kurume Swami Namami Charanotava Ishvara Uvacha Mamarupasi Devi Tvam Tvat Prityartam Vadamyam Laukopakarika Prashna Nakenapi Pratapura Durlabham Trishulokeshu Tachiranushvavadamyam Gurum Vina Brahmananyat Satyam Satyam Paraname Veda Shastra Puranani Itihasadikani Cha Mantra Yantra Vidyascha Smitirucha Punadikam Shaiva Shakta Gamadini Anyani Vividhani Cha Ramsa Karaniha Jivanam Yagya Vratam Tapodanam Japaskirtam Tathaivacha Guru Tattvam Avigyaya Mudhaste Gurur Bhudyat Manananyat Satyam Satyam Na Samshayah Talabhartham Prayatnasto Manishibhe Buddha Vidya Jaganmaya Dehechagyana Sambhava Udaya Prakashena Guru Shabde Guru Murtim Mare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Jupe Guru Ragyam Guru Vita Guru Anyanam Apaye Ananya Chintayantau Mam Sulabham Paramam Padam Tasmat Sarva Guru Aradhanam Kuru Gukarastvan Bhakarascha Rukarasteja Uchate Agyana Grasakam Brahma Gurureva Nasamshayaha Gukara Pratama Varna Mayadi Gunabhasakah Gukaro Dvitiyo Brahma Maya Bhranti Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurureva Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Hetave Jagatameva Samsara Navasetave Prabhave Sarva Vidyanam Shambhave Agyana Timirandhyasya Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Surunmiritam Yena Yat Satyena Jagat Satyam Yat Prakashena Bhati Tat Yadante Nanandante Yasya Sthitya Satyamedam Yadhati Bhanarupata Priyam Putra Yat Pritya Yena Chita Yate Hidam चित्तं चेतायते नयम् सुषुप्त्यादि तस्मै श्री यस्य ज्ञानादिदं विश्वं न दृश्यं भेन भेरतः एकरूपरूपाय यस्यामतं तस्य मतं मतं यस्य न भेरसः यस्य कारणरूपस्य कार्यरूपेण भाति यत् नानारूपमिदं सर्वं न केनाप्यस्ति भेनता उकारं च गुणातीतं ऋकारं रूपवर्जितम् आत्रिनेत्रः सर्वसाक्षी चतुर्बाहुरच्युतः अयमयञ्जलिर्बद्धो दयासागरवृद्धये श्रीगुरो परमं रूपं विवेकचक्षुषोऽमृतम् अंधा सूर्यो अभ्यस्ते सकले सुदीर्घमनिलेर्व्याधि प्रदे दुष्करे प्राणायाम शतेरनेक करणे दुःखात्मकीर्तये यस्मेन वायु प्राप्तुं स्वदेशिकशैव शरीरचिन्तनं भवेदनन्तस्य शिवस्य चिन्तनम् यस्माद् अनुग्रहं लब्ध्वा महदाज्ञानमुत्सृजे अखाद्यादित्रये खाब्जे सहस्रदालं मण्डले सकला भुवनसृष्टिः कल्पिता शेषपुष्टिर् निखिला निगमा दृष्टिः संपदां व्यर्थदृष्टिः सकला भुवन रंगा अपनस्तंभयष्टिः सकरुणरसा वृष्टिः तत्वमाला समष्टे सकला समाय सृष्टे सच्चिदानंद दृष्टि अग्निशुद्ध समम तात ज्वाला परिचकाधिया तदे जते तनय जते तदूरे तत्समीपके अजोहम अजरोहम च अनादिनिधन स्वयं अपूर्वनम परम नित्यम स्वयं ज्योतिर्निरामयम् मननं यद्भवं कार्यं तद्वदामि महामते त्वयि तिष्ठति साम्प्रतम् अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदम् यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण ज्ञानम् उत्पद्यते स्वयम् यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण ज्ञानम् उत्पद्यते स्वयं य एव सम्प्राप्त चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनम् स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव तथा चैव चराचरम् ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः अनेक जन्म संप्राप्त सर्वकर्म विदाहिने न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरो ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ते पूजमूलं गुरुपदम् ध्यानं शृणु महादेवी सर्वानन्दप्रदायकम् श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं स्मरामि श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं वदामि ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं त्वमतीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्य लक्ष्यम् नित्यं शुद्धं निराभासं निराकारं निरञ्जनम् आनन्दमानन्दकरं प्रसन्नं ज्ञानस्वरूपं निजबोधयुक्तम् गुरुदर्शितमार्गेण मनःशुद्धिं तु कारये ज्ञेयं सर्वस्वरूपं च ज्ञानं च मन उच्यते ओंकारेण न वक्तव्यं प्रज्ञैशिष्यै कथञ्चन मुन्निभिः पनगैवापि सुरैवा शापितो यदि मन्त्रराजमिदं देवी गुरुर्यक्षराद्वयम् नित्यं ब्रह्म निराकारं निर्गुणं बोधयेत् परम् गुरुकृपा प्रसादेन आत्मरामं निरीक्षये आब्रह्मस्तम्भपर्यन्तं परमात्मस्वरूपकम् वन्देऽहं सच्चिदानन्दं भेरतीतं सदा गुरुम् परात् परात्तरं ध्येयं नित्यमानन्दकारकम् स्फटिकप्रतिमरूपं दृश्यते दर्पणे यथा अङ्गुष्ठमात्रपुरुषं ध्यायेतश्चिन्मयं हृदि अगोचरं तथा गम्यं नामरूपविवर्जितम् यथा गन्धः स्वभावेन कर्पूराकुसुमारिषु स्वयं तथा विदो भूत्वा स्थातव्यं यत्र कुत्रचित् गुरुध्यानं तथा कृत्वा स्वयं ब्रह्ममयो भवेत् त्रि पार्वती उवाच पिण्डं किं तो महादेव पदं किं समुदाहृतम् त्रे महादेव उवाच पिण्डं कुण्डलिनी शक्ति पदं हंसामुदाहृतम् पिण्डे मुक्ता पदे मुक्ता रूपे मुक्ता वरानने स्वयं सर्वमयो भूत्वा परं तत्त्वं विलोकये लब्धं वा धनलब्धं वा स्वल्पं वा बहुलं तथा सर्वज्ञ परमित्याहुर् देहि सर्वमयो बुद्धः यत्रैव तिष्ठते सोऽपि सदेश पुण्यभाजनम् अन्येन यद्भवेत्कार्यं तद्वदामि महामते लौकिकात् कर्मणो यान्ति ज्ञानहीना भवर्णवम् इदं तु भक्तिभावेन पतते श्रुते यदि गुरुगीतात्मकं देवी शुद्धतत्त्वं मयोदितम् गुरुगीताश्रयकं च मन्त्रराजमिमं जपे अनन्तफलमाप्नोति गुरुगीताजपेन तु कालमृत्युभयहरं सर्वसङ्कटनाशनम् महाव्याधि हरं सर्वं विभूते सिद्धिदं भवेत्। मोहनं सर्वभूतानां बन्धमोक्षकरं भवेत्। असिद्धं साधयेत् कार्यं नवग्रह भयापहम्। सर्वबाधा प्रशमनं धर्मतः काममोक्षदम्। कामितस्य कामधेनो कल्पना कल्पपारपः। मोक्ष हेतुर्जपे नित्यं मोक्ष प्रेमवाप्नुयात्। अथ काम्य जपे स्थानं खतयामि वरानने। शक्ति देवालये गोष्ठे सर्वदेवालये शुभे। पवित्र निर्मले स्थाने नित्यानुष्ठानतोऽपिवा। संसारमलनाशार्थं भवपाशनवृत्तये। स एव च गुरु साक्षात् सदा सत्ब्रह्मविद्मः। सर्वशुद्ध पवित्रौ सा स्वभावर्यत्र तिष्ठति। समुद्रे च यतः तोयं क्षीरक्षीरं घृते घृतम्। तथैव ज्ञानी जीवात्मा परमात्मनि लीयते। एवं विरो महामुक्त सर्वदा वर्तते बुद्धः। सर्वसंदेहरहितो मुक्तो भवति पार्वती। अन्येन प्राणिनः सर्वे गुरुगीता जपेन तु। सत्यं सत्यं पुनः सत्यं धर्म्यं सांख्यमयोरितम्। माता धन्या पिता धन्यो धन्यो वंशकुलं तथा। जपेन जयमाप्नोति क्षानन्तः फलमाप्नुयात्। जपं हीनसनं कुर्वन् हीनकर्मा फलाप्रदम्। जपं जयमवाप्नोति मरणे मुक्तिदायकम्। अत्येव पाक्वचित्ताय श्रद्धा भक्तियुताय च। संसारसागरसमुद्धरणैकमन्त्रं ब्रह्मादिदेवमुने पूजितः सिद्धमन्त्रम्। इति श्री स्कंदा पुराणे उत्तरखंडे ईश्वर पार्वती संवादे गुरु गीता समाप्त श्री गुरुदेव चरणार्पणमस्तु। दुर्जन सजनो भूयात् सुजना शान्तिमाप्नुयात्। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तं न्यायेन मार्गेण मही महिषः। काले वर्षत् पर्जन्यः पृथिवी शास्त्रशालिनी। सर्वतरतु दुर्गानि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु। सर्वत्र नन्दतु। स्वस्ति मातृता पितॄनवस्तु। स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविधात्रं नवस्तु। योगेव दृश्यमस्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की प्यारे करके। आरती जय गुरुदेव अमल विनाशी ज्ञान रूप करके पग पग पर ते प्रकाश से किरण करके। जब से शरण तुम्हारे आए, अमृत से मीठे फल खाए। शरण तुम्हारे क्या है छाया, कल्प वृक्ष तरु पर के आरती कर गुरु पर के आरती पर के आरती ब्रह्म ज्ञान के पूर्ण प्रकाश के योग ज्ञान के अतल प्रभर जग जय गुरु चरण सरोज में तारे यथा हमारे पूर की आरती कर गुरु वर की अंधकार से हमें निकाला दिखलाया है अमर उजाला कब से जाने छान रहे थे खाक सुनो डर डर के आरती कर गुरु वर के आरती गुरु की कर गुरु की प्यारे संशया मेता विवेक कराया भव सागर से पार लगाया अमर प्रदीप चला कर कर दे निशा दूर सतन के आरती भेद बताया गमन विमुक्त कराया भेद धन्य हुए हम पाकर धारा ब्रह्म ज्ञान निर्झर के आरती कर गुरु वर की आरती कर सदगुरु की कर सदगुरु की प्यारे पर की आरती करो कृपा सद्गुरु जगतारण सतपथ दर्शक भ्रांति निवारण करो कृपा सद्गुरु जगतारण सतपथ दर्शक भ्रांति निवारण छाया होने ज्योति दिखलाने पाले लीला हर की आरती कर गुरु भर के आरती सद्गुरु की कर गुरु की प्यारे गुरु पर की आरती नित्यानंद सद्गुरु दाता शक्तिपात के दिव्य प्रदाता करके बस गणेश पूरे भव बाधा हर ले जन की आरती कर गुरु भर की आरती गुरु की करूं गुरु की प्यारे गुरु पर की आरती आरती करूं सद्गुरु की करूं सद्गुरु की प्यारे गुरु पर की आरती करूं गुरु वर की ओम चैतन्य शाश्वतं शांतं व्योमातीतं निरंजनं नादबिंदु कलातीतं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव Hare Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Hina Narayana Vasudeva. Hina Narayana Vasudeva. Hina Narayana Vasudeva. Hina Narayana Vasudeva. Vasudeva. Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's enter into stillness of the inner space. Centering in seeing, deepening the center of seeing as much as you can. Observing the body and then beyond. Observing the quantum plane, the plane of subtle energy waves. The mind is in the quantum field. It's a subtle field. Body is gross. Body has a brain and nervous system. The quantum field has chakras and nadis. Center in the field of the mind, observing all thoughts, images, forms that appear. And just center in beingness, stillness. And the way that you open your consciousness is to expand your seeing capacity in the mind, the perception. To seeing every thought that arises, seeing every emotion that is there, associated with the thoughts, and observing the ego as well, that is a thinker, bringing up patterns of thinking and feeling. observe all in a detached way. Detached doesn't mean denial. It's equanimous. No attachment, no aversion. Just observe objectively from a loving space of being. As much as you can open up the heart to love without purpose, just to be love. That's how you open the seeing. Seeing every ego pattern, even the ones that hold you, that we tend to be unconscious of. Go a little deeper to observe them, the moods. And open your consciousness as much as you can, with the wish to see more. So what you're doing, you're uncovering a larger self. You're letting go of a lower self, which is the body. That part of us that identifies with the body. And coming into a deeper space of seeing. And here, subtle ego will become visible. And you let it go. No need to follow the ego. You're trying to uncover your infinite self in the stillness. Knowing it's always there. Though we're like prodigal children, getting caught up in the senses, in the ego. Let's go back home. Home is always there. The parent is always waiting. And just let go and relax in that feeling of being at home. In that space of infinite being. No worry, no pain. No desire. Just to lay back in that field of infinite loving being. In that field of restfulness, peacefulness. Allowing yourself to be nourished by that. The ego that is meditating. Allow it to be nourished. Follow the rhythm of the breath. The body must breathe to survive. Follow the breath of the body until you can feel the subtle waves of prana or apana. And then begin to follow that together with the breath. But when you follow the subtle waves of prana and apana, you enjoy the pauses between the breath, where the prana continues and the apana continues. And at some point for some of us, the breath will become shallow, but the prana apana will continue. In ceaseless rhythm. And then you're centering in the observer of that rhythm. And the observing of that rhythm, rather. But observe how you are nourished at every level. Mind becomes nourished. Emotional being, vital being, physical body. And if you give attention to organs within you, just a thought power begins to bring the prana there. And they too can be nourished. The brain and the eyes and the heart and the thyroids and the parathyroids, adrenals, liver, spleen, pancreas, stomach, everything becomes energized just by your holding it in the field lovingly. The glands in the reproductive area, the body cells, the bones, the joints, all precious to us. And just hold the ego loosely as you channel from your infinite self. The ego is completely pliant and compliant. If a mantra begins to resonate because of practice, allow it to. You get the best out of it in this field of stillness and seeing. And just let waves and waves of love fill your being. It's most nourishing and healing. Now let's slowly return by extending the attention. Still keeping that center of being, but now observing the gross body. And we're going to introduce more air into the lungs, gradually. Gradually do it, respecting the body, and really allowing the energy to guide you. So just breathe out slowly. You can through the mouth or through the nose. And then breathe in deeply. Slowly and completely, and then breathe in deeply. Go slowly first as you bring more oxygen into the lungs, and then you can go a little faster as the body allows you to. No haste. I like to use my mouth first because it's easy to come out, no resistance. The brain will feel clearer and the senses will feel more energized. Now I use my nose. I have a strong root and a strong spinal column as I do that. Because I draw prana as well to the different chakras, and I enjoy lengthening the breath, opening up the belly, opening up the chest, going up to the throat, and it's just magical as I open the lungs to breathe fully with a strong spine. And that was with a strong core, like in reverse breathing. So it builds the chi in the gut, in the lower dantian, for those of you who follow the Chinese system of chi. So this builds the chi in my body. And I use the different chakra areas to strengthen the dantians. And now my body feels really vital. The core feels strong. I have more oxygen to my system. My senses are more alert. If I were to get up from my meditation seat, I am alert, vibrant, not shaky. And here's where we'll close the stillness segment with the sound of Om. Let's breathe out through the mouth. In through the nose. Again. One more time. In through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I hope you all enjoy the meditation of stillness segment, the being silent, and opening up the seeing through centering. Just strengthening my manas so I can speak with you, and my throat power. I don't go to the crown, I'm in my manas. I'm in the body. So here's the message for today. Now, I've been on the theme of striving to expand the consciousness, striving for more consciousness, greater consciousness. I started with the mental field. I went to the emotional field the last time. Where do we go now? To the gut brain. It's amazing how your nervous system, with more neurons at the heart plexus, and much more neurons in the gut plexus, and how they operate as brains. Gut brain, heart brain, and you have the cranial brain. So what it does, it brings information from the external through the body. The body is composed of the elements of nature. And these elements abound in the field, the gross field. So when you come into the gut area and you strengthen the gut, or you become more intimate with the gut, in the sense of understanding its nervous system and being able to communicate with your subtle body, your soul, through the gut and with the gut. It's amazing. Patanjali says that by focusing on the Nabhi chakra is the navel. He says the knowledge of the body will arise. More body awareness will come and body intelligence. Your body is an intelligent field. It speaks to you all the time, through pains, through pleasure. And if you are intimately aware of your physical field, the organs, the systems, you will know when the body is out of whack. And don't think the body is unimportant, that you can just eat all the processed food and eat all the rubbish and all the condiments indiscriminately. No, you're looking for trouble. The body is intricately designed. These days I'm studying genetics and also gut health. And I'm learning far more than I ever knew before. More than 98% of the DNA in our microbiome, our genome, the human genome, what that has and its capability, and what the 2%, which is the genes, the gene expression. It's fascinating. And neuroscience now is picking up with spirituality, which is amazingly fascinating. I can't have enough. Because it confirms everything that I do and know. And that's exciting because I have a scientific background with engineering. The engineering of the body and the subtle field is amazing. Amazing, simply amazing. because then it speaks to what I know and what I've experienced. The power of the gut, the power of the heart, the power of the cranial brain, the power of chakras, quantum field, quantum science, wave technology. Heart operates in waves, gut operates in waves, mind operates in waves. That's a subtle field. So we need to become more aware of gut power, not just in the physical gut power that we achieve through core exercises in the gym or in yoga or qigong or other forms of physical exercise science. It's far more than that. There's a big energy center there. In yoga, it's the sun center, the center that provides vitality for the body, just like the outer sun provides for the field. So this area provides it for the body. So when you build this core power, energetically and physically, wow, it's incredibly amazing. And you see in some of the Qigong masters how much power they wield because they have developed both sides of the gut, the inner side, the inner power, and the outer power. They have amazing healing powers as well as powers of martial arts, and they are peaceful warriors. So what the gut does, it allows you to communicate with the body in a very intimate way, and it allows you to communicate with the world around you through that field. Yeah, it allows you to communicate with the world around you through the vital field of the body. So you can feel the energy of trees and plants and animals. It's a joy for me to communicate with a cat or a bird or a dog. It's just simply amazing. I just put my hands on the chakras. And I can feel them. I can feel when the animal is disturbed, and I can feel when the animal is absolutely peaceful and loving. It's just such joy to bond with the animal. And when I do that rub for them, they come back for more. And when I hold a tree, I can tell. When I feel water, I can tell. When I come into any energy space, I can tell the kind of energies in the field. So when you have a vital core, when you walk into a gym, you feel excited with all the people exercising because you can feel the core power that's happening there. So I developed this wonderful core power, which roots at the perineum area, and I tap into the power of the sacral chakra. So that's like the lower dantian or dantian in Qigong and Taoism. And in yoga, of course, it's the Manipura and the power of the Swadhisthana. It's fertility power, root power, and it's amazing. Your fertility power is designed also to keep good health in the body. The reproductive system infuses well-being in the body because you need the reproductive power for the propagation of the species. So that revitalizes the body in an amazing way. So when you tap into that, in terms of vitality, it's incredible, the power of the sacral chakra. And that's what yogis learned in that transmutation process. They learn how to tap into that power for creating healthy children or for infusing the body into good health. And then that power also influences the blood and the bones. So the core area of the gut helps you to communicate with the sacral area and the root. It's phenomenal. Your exercise becomes different. Your breathing becomes different. Your balance in your being becomes different when you have core power, root power, sacral power. It helps the emotional area. because the emotions are also connected to those. And it helps the mental area. So the manas allows you, the manas is external focus, allows you to work with these. And then when you study Mahayoga, as I teach you, you get the guidance from the inner, not only from the outer master, but also from the inner power. That's double guidance. And then you really understand how the universe has equipped you to survive, to live healthy, to have not just a long lifespan, but a long health span. You have a lot of power in the inner space to transform your resistance, your immunity, and your well-being. This part of my life is dedicated to mastering that to the fullest. I know I have all the tools for it. And this is the year that I'm going to do that. I'm going to begin that to create the platform for the rest of my life, in the body. Rest of my life in the body. I don't want the body to no. To have poor well-being. I don't want that. I want high resistance in the body. I want everything that is in the body to work as it's meant to work. And I want to drive it from the inner space. I want to completely channel the sacral energy and the root power and the gut power and support the upper chakras. That's what yoga is about. That's what Qigong is for. It's not just jumping into the gym. When you do these, getting into the gym for strength exercises, changes. You exercise differently in a gym. Because you have breathing exercises in the gym as you work. You know how to use the breath. You know how to use movement and flow, and you never over-exercise. Sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, and you're good. And then gut power is amazing. Your knees wouldn't buckle when you come into a challenging situation. You wouldn't want to fight or flight or freeze. You wouldn't want to do that. You'll be able to stay strong and steady, holding the emotions at bay and having the mind more objective and observant. The gut supports that. Sometimes you have good intentions and you have good emotions, but your physical body is weak. Knees buckle in situations, even though you're positive thinking. How do you bring the body into alignment with your powerful mind and powerful emotional being? You have to bring the body in alignment. And one of the bad things we do is not really observe the foods we eat, the preparation of them, the combination of them, the moods in which we eat with. At the moment you put something in your body, it has to go through the whole system. The stomach, the small intestines, the large one. It spends a long time inside there. And if you eat rubbish, it's going to stay with you for a long time, creating more toxicity in the inner space. Liver will be overwhelmed. Kidneys will be overwhelmed with the amount of proteins you think you should eat. You need to be watchful. And not only that, you need to look at how your thoughts and your emotions influence the whole digestive system, because it's a system that is influenced by your emotions. When you become sad, when you become lonely, when you become fearful, when you become anxious, it's influencing the gut. It's influencing the stomach. It's influencing the intestines. How can you not see that? That one should eat in a happy mood, in a relaxed mood. not stressed, that you can get the best experience. And don't overeat, because sometimes you're eating for comfort. And you eat more than is necessary. And when you grow older, you need far less. But you're still eating the same. Because you're conditioned by 3 meals a day and really a full stomach. Be in touch with your body. Observe what it needs. Don't overdo. The yogic teaching is that you eat 2/3 and you leave 1/3 free. The Japanese with a harahachibu eat 80% and walk on the table, because it takes time for the brain to know that the stomach is filled. There's a time gap there. So sometimes you feel you could eat more, but when you stop at that 80% of 2/3, you feel full after some time. So when the message goes, you realize that you're full. We leave a little bit so that the action of the stomach will happen when it's pushing up the food. When it's churning the food, you need a little space. If you fill, then someone will want to come through the throat. Food wisdom. Exercise wisdom. Body wisdom. Body intelligence. We have far too many people with lifestyle disease than we should have. Is it so difficult to change your lifestyle? It's absolutely difficult. Because it tastes. We are so caught up in that. Ancestral practices, getting caught up in emotional eating, compulsive eating. So God is the center of communication. It is a relationship with the brain through the vagus nerve. It's a big system, enteric system. It also produces neurotransmitters like the brain, the cranial brain and the heart brain, so we get those feel-good chemicals from the gut as well. So give attention to your gut. I am, more than ever before, learning the biology, learning the neuroscience, learning the genetics, and I'm excited, tremendously excited. And applying all the ancient wisdom, corroborating. It's tremendously exciting. I've always loved when spirituality could be tied to a science. From a young man, that relationship was always important to me. And now I see it happening more and more in the scientific world. So I'll stop here, everyone. Points to ponder. That's my Sunday message to you. Take care of your core. Respect body's intelligence and that center of communication. Understand its power to influence your whole system, and respect it. Gut brain is sometimes called a second brain. And it doesn't need a cranial brain. It works the digestive system on its own. Have a blessed Sunday, everyone. Make it yours. Don't let things happen. Don't be driven by the universe around you, the physical universe. Be driven by the power within you. And let's free ourselves from every limitation. Live in freedom and live in joy. That's the goal. Staying healthy, fit, and well. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.